This video will shock you. So calm down, sit down and listen. Last year, June, Nigerian government and Finland government were almost at war at each other. Yes, I tell you. As at last year, June, Nigerian government was accusing the Finland government of aiding, abetting, supporting, and protecting Simon Ekpa from coming to face justice. I am telling you this honestly. Look at it.
He complained about the issue of Simon Ekpa. He is in Finland. The Finnish government are giving him all the support and he's doing what he's doing.
Yes, Nigerian government spoke through all their channels, including the famous video done by Chief of Defense Staff CDS Musa, claiming that the Finland government are supporting Ekpa and are protecting him from all he was doing. That was the case of what was going on between and the back and forth between Nigerian government and the Finland government. If you remember, Finland government has even arrested Ekpa before and checked everything around him and even checked his house, searched him, interviewed him, and saw that there was nothing on this man on that famous day that he was arrested then. And when they saw that this man was nothing on him, he was clean as spark, they sent him to go back home and he went back home. So they had searched him, they had arrested him before with a proper arrest warrant, and they didn't see anything on the man. He was innocent, and Finland government had sent him back home peacefully. But Nigerian government kept on accusing Finland government of protecting Simon Ekpa all this while. Now, something happened. Listen very carefully so that you don't miss any detail of this video. Listen carefully and observe, because a lot of things will be revealed in this video. After that, there was a meeting organized between Vice President Shettima and Alexander Stubb, the Prime Minister of Finland, together with some northern Fulani, elders. They met with Alexander Stubb. Look at the pictures there. And that meeting was not normal. That meeting, of course, was particularly targeted for a purpose that you and I know. That negotiation that went down in that meeting was targeted at something that you and I already know. Because tell me, what will bring Nigerian government and Finland government together when they have already been accusing themselves, each other is trading, accusations, counter accusations, and basbos as regards Simon Ekpa? Then all of a sudden, the two are meeting, one-on-one to discuss. What was the details of that discussion that you had? Because after that meeting, there was no announcement that Finland is going to help Nigeria in one industry, or Nigeria is exporting rice or beans to Finland. There was nothing like that. That meeting was for a purpose, which I will reveal to you right now. So keep on listening, because we are adding these things together one-on-one. Remember, the first one was the accusations. The second one was arrest and release of Ekpa. The third one now is meeting, critical meeting between them. Now, what happened next? After this meeting, Simon Ekpa was finally arrested on November 2024. Simon Ekpa was arrested by the Finland authorities. So tell me, what actually is this arrest all about? Because this whole thing happened in a sequence. From Finland being uninterested to suddenly Finland being interested after a series of meetings. Why did Finland not take interest when you were making accusations? Why did Finland take interest after a critical structured meeting? What was exchanged in that meeting? I'm saying this because people have been accusing online, I've been seeing the comments everywhere, that perhaps Nigerian government has exchanged oil, exchanged dollars, exchanged money, have done some political exchange, like what was done for Nnamdi Kanu. People are saying that there was an exchange. That was why I went to dig deep for this, to see when, at what point did this whole exchange, or whether there was an exchange, or whether there was a trade-off, whether Simon Ekpa was actually traded off in a deal. Yes, that was why I brought up this whole matter, and I'm still going deeper, so hold on with me. Don't move anywhere. Just sit down. Hold your popcorn. Yes, because Finland had already arrested Ekpa and declared that they found nothing in him, nothing incriminating in him. So why is it now that after the meeting with Shettima, Nigerian government, suddenly Finland now have something on him? How? How? Where did it come from? Hold on, I'm still going forward. I'm still going forward. Also, when Ekpa was arrested, the police made it clear, the judge, the court made it clear that Ekpa's offense is not bailable. There is no bail offense. Tell me, is there any way around bail? Bail is under United Nations Charter that says no human being is a prisoner. Therefore, Simon Ekpa is just an accused, and also he has a right to bail, mostly in European advanced countries like Finland. Yes. So tell me, how can you say that Ekpa cannot be granted bail throughout his trial, and you end up sentencing him for ordinary 6 years, which he will serve for only 3 years? So somebody now who is going to prison for 3 years now, does the offense look like something that cannot be bailable? No, tell me. Finland, come. You people in your Finland court, come to me, talk to me. You understand? Let us reason together. Somebody serving 3 years offense in your prison, please, that offense, why won't it be bailable? Somebody who is serving 100 years, 200 years, death sentence is not bailable. Then somebody serving 2 years is not bailable. Don't deceive us. At least, we in Igbo land, we are trying our best. We are not that dumb. There is nothing in this 6 years offense, 3 years offense that is not bailable. You kept Simon Ekpa in the prison permanently without releasing him because that is what you promised. That he's not going to leave your grip. That was part of the agreement. Please, if you're watching me, keep on. Hold on. I'm still coming. I'm not done dead yet. Whatever you are doing, leave it and focus. Hold your drink and your popcorn. Hold it all. This video is explosive. We are still moving on. So I ask, with all honesty, what did Finland see overnight that you have not seen in Ekpa over the years he has lived in your country as a citizen, as a politician? And when Nigeria has been making noise all this while, you have been doing your background check on him. What did you see in him? What did you not see in him then? That suddenly after the meeting with Nigerian officials, you suddenly saw it and decided to arrest him. Not only arrest him now, you decided to even keep him without bail. What was that thing that you saw? Or is the rumor true that something changed hand? Some resources changed hands? Is it true? Because I saw the picture, the smiles on your face. You were so smiling, your teeth was shining, Prime Minister. You were so happy about something. You were happy that your country was perhaps receiving something juicy. Perhaps. Also, I want to ask you, in your country, Finland, does judiciary just wake up overnight and have a case over somebody? Does justice system wake up overnight and start working out of the blues? You don't have case on somebody, then tomorrow you wake up, you have case on the person? Is that how justice works? Is that how justice works? No, it doesn't work that way. Perhaps this accusation looks true somehow. It's sounding true. It's beginning to sound. There is no smoke without fire. Because tell me, what is even touching me most is that you refuse to grant this man bail. And you ended up serving him only 6 years that he can serve 3 years. And you refuse to grant him bail. What is in this sentence that he cannot be granted bail? That one is touching me. It shows something. It shows that you have caught that person. I am in our custody. Don't worry. We are not letting him go anytime soon. Whatever you asked, we are doing exactly what we are agreed. That's what I see here. Because if not, this sentence is not granting him bail, is not what denying that man bail. Let's go on. I'm still here with you. When Ekpa was arrested, The Nigerian government immediately asked that he be extradited that particular November, December. They asked he be extradited. Now tell me, a country that was accusing you, almost even fighting you the other day, or Simon Ekpa. Suddenly now you have now arrested Simon Ekpa. What F13? What right do they have to ask you to repatriate him for them? Knowing very well that you and them are not even seeing eye to eye. Who gave them that mind? The only thing that gave them that mind is because they and you are in link together. You are in link together. That is why they have the mind to tell you. When there is no official channel that has even been established all this while for Ekpa's case, there has been never any established official channel of communication between you and Finland for Ekpa. All of a sudden, you now have channel to ask that they extradite Ekpa. A country you have been accusing of not cooperating before in the past, suddenly wake up and demand cooperation from you. What exchanged hands that brought up the relationship that was never existent before? Suddenly, the relationship exists to the point that they're now talking about even talking to Finland. Finland is not talking to you, trying to extradite the person. What brought up that relationship? What? Also, his present predicament. See the way Nigerian government is praising Finland. Everybody in Nigeria, every social media handle, all the government handles are praising Finland. The Nigerian army is praising Finland. The police, the Nigerian government, the presidency is praising Finland. It just looks calculated. It just looks calculated. What I'm trying to say here is that there has been accusations that perhaps this arrest and detention and imprisonment was not in the mind of Finland. It wasn't in their mind to do this. It was because they were actually, something happened along the line. And I saw people talk about that on social media. What actually changed overnight? What changed and made the mind of Finland suddenly become open to prosecute Ekpa? Open. What happened? Could it be that the rumor is true? Because I begin to believe that actually something from Nigeria actually left. Nigeria gave something to get Ekpa. Gave something. And I'm thinking, and of my opinion too, it's possible that bringing Ekpa down to Nigeria was non-negotiable for Finland. They actually ruled that out of whatever Nigeria wanted. They actually ruled that out of what Nigeria demanded as part of the deal. Maybe they're still negotiating that, but for now, they have done the first step of what Nigeria requested, and they might still be negotiating for the second, which is very difficult because of Simon's passport. That is the only thing that kept Simon in that country today. If that Simon was not a Finland citizen, I'm telling you that since last year, overnight they would have thrown him down to Nigeria. Simple and short. That is the reason why UK waited for Nnamdi Kanu to leave the country and go to Kenya first before they could perform that thing they did. They will never on their own country use their hand, carry Nnamdi Kanu and send to Nigeria when he's a British citizen. They cannot try it. They cannot, if they can't try it. So it looks as if the rumor is true that actually, something happened along the line that made Nigeria and Finland become best friends overnight. Best friends overnight. That is to show you the level of impunity that, that country can go to get things done, they believe that their oil is God, that their money is God. They don't care. The oil is from the southeast now, it's from the south. The money is from the southeast and south. They don't care. They can use it for anything they like. They can use it to pay anybody. Anybody is buyable. That's why people, somehow are not even as scared of the country. That's why things are the way it is in the country. Because anybody that talks anywhere, they are ready to close the person's mouth. With money. Nigeria is just an overspoiled baby that has too much money to spend. Pay anybody. A lunatic. A lunatic. Who knows? I said it today. Who knows? I said it tomorrow. How much they paid Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, personally, to get this thing, Nnamdi Kanu, out of that country to Kenya? Who knows how many barrels of oil, how much millions of dollars, billions of dollars, how many billions of dollars that was paid to Uhuru Kenyatta? Now it looks as if same thing is happening to Ekpa. Because if all these pieces of puzzle matches very well, people don't wake up overnight and become best friends. People don't demand things from people that are not their friends. You only ask somebody to request from somebody when that person and you have a channel, you are already having cordial relationship. You cannot accuse me of aiding and abetting. That was exact words Nigeria is on Finland. That they are aiding and abetting Finland. That's a very strong word. And if Finland and countries don't take lightly threats and insults, overnight you have become friends with Finland. How did you establish that relationship that made Finland now to start doing your bidding one by one? A bidding that they have already arrested Ekpa before and did not see anything in Ekpa before and sent him back home. Told him, sorry sir, sorry for arresting you. Overnight now, they arrested him and not even allow him to bail himself. Now they're sentencing him to 3 years. For 3 years. But they could not bail him. But I thought it would be even 100 years. You could not bail somebody you are sent to prison for 3 years. What is in 3 years? People even go to prison. People even, just for ordinary, beating traffic. People can go to prison for 2 years in some countries for beating traffic. Is that offense? Is that offense? Always take a look to my channel. We always bring you the best and always keep you dissecting the matters and making sure that you all see behind everything that happens. I've been your host, Chi Ne Do. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on notification, select all notifications to get notified whenever we release a video. I've been your host, Chi Ne Do. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you next one. Peace.